You know, we are always looking for ways to find fun, authentic learning opportunities for the kids. So here with a few new buzzwords to help us identify more opportunities, we've got Dr. Ashley Stevens from Cabell County Schools. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
And I see that we're adding to our vocabulary today new words like edutainment, gamification. So let's start with edutainment. What is this?
It is exactly like it sounds.
Okay.
It's educational materials that are entertaining. And it happens to us all the time and we don't realize it. If you are listening to a podcast or watching your favorite YouTuber and they are teaching something, think like Mark Rober talking about, you know, building things in his engineering mind, or Emily Calandrelli, the space gal, talking about her adventures, those types of situations. Also TED Talks. If you're reading for pleasure and it's not necessarily something that's, you know, tied to an assignment that you have, or you're taking an interactive class or activity, you're doing yoga or an escape room, or you're learning a new skill, cake decorating, or whatever. All of those situations we have sought out because they're entertaining, but they're actually educational. It's that sneaky learning that we like so much.
You accidentally learn something, and I know as parents we love it whenever that happens at home. What about how can families find ways to use the edutainment to benefit their children or young adults?
They can find ways to learn together. It's a great chance for you to share your specific interests. Maybe you're into, you know, construction and building things around the house, or maybe you really like to tinker with a particular activity or craft or skill set. As you bring your kids along, it gives you a chance to connect because you're sharing something you love, and also they're learning along the way. I think being in the kitchen together is a great example of that. And it allows you to be the expert, but it also allows you guys to learn together if you pick out something new.
They probably like seeing us try to, you know, learn along with them, because we're not going to be perfect at it either.
Absolutely. And when you and I are sitting together learning from someone else, there's some team building that happens there.
Definitely. Okay, here's the other one, gamification. What is this word?
Again, like it sounds, you are making a game out of something. This is the secret sauce of some of the most engaging teachers that you know. It feels like you're reviewing for a test. Well, you are reviewing for a test, but it feels like you're in a competitive game. You're playing Kahoot, or you're on a quiz bowl team, or you're the lead in a, you know, class competition. So when we add the elements of a game like competition or speed or quick feedback, or like levels or awards, those types of things, we have made a game out of something, thus gamification, and it is a great tool for learning.
I like that. And you've already mentioned a couple of examples about that one, but how can families learn and maybe incorporate this in their home a little more?
So having kind of in-house competitions, you know, where you are paired off or against one another, or facing off. Also scavenger hunts and adventures where, you know, whoever wins gets to pick where we're eating for dinner, or you know, kind of has some say in something.
That's a great idea. That really is. So as families, why do you think it's so important for us to seek out these accidental learning opportunities?
It is easy to think that learning happens away from home. And so when we're looking for these and we're highlighting them and we're talking about them or engaging our kids, we really take ownership of the learning that happens outside of school. And for families, I think that is a really powerful time, and it's a really powerful opportunity for them to say, like, I know you're learning this, but I also want to make sure that you have this skill. Or, you know, this was really important to our family, so I want to make sure that I teach it to you. And so it's that passing of culture and those shared experiences that I think are really special. And it means more when it's something authentic to your family. I can teach all day about something that's important to me as a teacher, but if it's important to your family, that's a whole different level of connection for kids.
And I also like the fact that these all seem like ways to prompt talking, conversation, something that we don't do as much as we should.
Absolutely, and we have to be intentional because it doesn't happen. We're not necessarily staring at each other trying to fill the space, you know, in ways that we would have in the past. And so being purposeful to find those opportunities for connection, I think, is a great kind of secondary benefit for sure.
These are great ideas. So Dr. Stevens, thanks so much for stopping by and sharing them with us.
Absolutely, I appreciate you having me.
All right.